The press corps here at Bideford is Hereford manager Peter Beadle. That looked a scrap to me. How would you describe it?
Yeah, it was a battle. It was always going to be. Like I said in the week that they're a very close-knit group here. Obviously, it's a long way to travel, so they're very, very close as a group, and they work really hard for one another. And you know, Sean's got them really well organised, but they've been together a little while as well. You look at their team; it hasn't changed a great deal, probably over 2 or 3 seasons. So there's that familiarity as well with them, and it was always going to be tough. But I thought first half we were really good. I thought without creating any real clear-cut chances, I thought we played really well. We dominated the game. They never had any sort of anything that causes any problems, and it was important that we maintained that second half, and we did that. And we've had some chances to finish it off, and it wasn't our day, but the performance I thought was really good.
Yeah, I mean, John Mills right at the end there could well have won it. Probably should have won it.
Yeah, like I said, it's luck of the dice. It drops to him in the 6-yard on the penalty spot with 1-on-1 with a keeper. And 9 times out of 10 they'd put it in the net, and today it wasn't to be. So, Pablo's had a great chance when he's cutting on his right. So we've had some really good chances second half, and they've got themselves in the game a little bit. They've had a couple of half chances, one shot, and the lad went clean through, but Clayton got back and covered it. But for most parts, I thought we dominated the game. I really did. I thought the performance was really good, really solid. Just lacking a little bit of quality in the final third. And like I said, in the end, we ground out a couple of really good chances. And on another day they would have gone in, but today they didn't. But like I said, a point gained, another one on the board, and we move on to next week.
And last week you were pleased with the performance as well. It's all about tempo, I suppose, and it's such a sticky surface, you can't necessarily keep it on the deck, can you?
No, it's not. It's not that bad. It's not. We've played on worse this year, so but we knew that it was the type of game that it was going to be more of a battle and hard work, but we did that as we did last week, as we did the week before. So we've put some good solid performances in, and today we didn't have the luck. As I thought last week we had a little bit of luck with what was a second goal. Today we didn't really have any. John's had a great chance, Pab's had a great chance. We've had a few bits in around the box that have dropped and it hasn't quite come off, quite connected. Joel striking the first half, defender gets his head on it. Who knows where that was going? It could have nestled it. So like I said, lots of ifs and buts, but the performance was good. It was solid. We kept them to very minimum. And like we were just talking then, and just said if you look at their results over the season, especially at home, they'd have been very strong at home. I think they haven't lost in the last 7. So so they are, they're a strong side. So it was always going to be tough, but I thought it was a game that I thought we edged it in performance, but we didn't have that little bit to finish it off today.
Well, you can tell how important it was for Bideford, because the supporters certainly at the end there celebrated it as though they'd won the match.
Yeah, and that's what. But we're used to that. That's what we get everywhere we go, and whenever someone takes points. Didcot at home when they took points, it was like they'd won the game. But like I said, that doesn't faze me. It shouldn't faze the players. We know what we need to do. We need to keep performing as we are, and if we keep performing like that, if we perform like that between now and the end of the season, the points will soon get racked up, and we'll soon get them on the board. And like I said, this is not an easy place to come. So, and I'm really pleased with what they've done today. And on another day, we could have walked away with 3 points. Instead, we've taken a point, but that's not a poor thing anyway.
And after a tricky away game, good to get back to Edgar Street next week.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get back at home. Yeah, and again, another tough game, another team that I'm sure their manager will feel they've underachieved a little bit this year. But yeah, it'll be another tough game, and like I said, we'll prepare properly. And if they perform what they've done today, then I'll be fairly happy again. We just need the result at the end of it.
Any injury problems today?
No, well, again, we'll see them when we go in, but 1 or 2 saw a few take a few kicks. I think John took one and Mike took one. So we'll see. They finished the game off, so I'm sure by next week they'll be fine.
And it sounds as though Calvin Dinsley's not too far away. You've held him back a little bit.
Yeah, he's been interrupted. His season's been interrupted, so he's not quite at full pace yet, I don't think. And he hasn't played for a couple of weeks. I think the last game he played was 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago against Salford for Gloucester, and he picked up a dead leg. But he trained on Thursday, and he looked okay. He was moving fairly freely. So hopefully another week of training, and he may come into contention for next week.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.